Good morning, everyone. I'm Kevin with the Kingsport Senior Center, and today we're down here with my good friend Larry at Larry's Cycle Shop. And what we're going to do, we're going to talk about a few of the nice items that he has here in his shop. First of all, Larry, tell the people how long you've been in business and what made you start this business, you know, to help out Kingsport the way you do.
Yes, Kevin. We've been here for going on 46 years, and we're kind of a mainstay here. And my dad was the one that got me into this. My dad worked all his life. He had a 9th grade education, and he thought I needed to be in business for myself. If I made $1, it was mine. And so that's the history of it. He read in the newspaper, of all things, about a bike company when it first started was CCM, which is the professional hockey equipment company. And they had a line of bicycles and went to Chicago for a week, and the rest of it's history.
Well, that's pretty neat.
So
46 years, that is outstanding. With everything that's going on with COVID-19, how has that affected your business here with everything?
Kevin, COVID-19 has really helped our business in that we haven't missed a day.
Good deal.
And, we got abide by the guidelines that the government set up for us. But we haven't missed a day, and just seems like it's a boost for the bike sales. And then once we ran out of them, and then there was a hitch between production and the companies supplying us bikes, and they're still hard to get a hold of, by the way, right now. We're limited as to what we get, but it has helped our business. So certain parts and things like that, derailleurs, shifters, brake levers, tires, hard to come by, but it will eventually get better. So we just got to bide our time and depend on the Lord and let Him guide us.
That's true. You're absolutely right about that. Larry, looking around the shop here, you know, I noticed that one thing that I've noticed that you got some older bicycles up top, which is very neat. That brings back good memories for everybody. And then you got this bicycle right here that looks like, I got a question about that one too. But if you could touch on those bicycles, and then we'll talk about how can someone come to getting a bicycle for, like, you know, a family that wants to ride bikes.
Yes, well, I'm glad you brought up the family, because that's what we are. We are family oriented. And that's one thing during this COVID thing that people have told me, families have told me that that's one thing the families can do together. They don't have to intermingle with everybody else, but it is something they can do together. All the old bikes up here, at one time I had 82 of them, but we sold all those, and we have them. The one over my head here is probably in the probably 1920s.
Wow.
And then some others are in the 70s, and that's a 52 model.
Mm.
But I just like the history of the old bikes. They're hard to beat. They were tanks, but they were good. They held up. Yes, and I mean, as far as picking a bike, it's the first question I would ask you is, what are you going to do with it? Where are you going to ride? If you're going to be more on pavement, green belt here in town, whatever, then I would recommend a highway.
Right.
A lot of mountain bikes are very popular right now, and so you can do Bays Mountain, Creeper Trail, all the other warriors. So different ones for different purposes, really.
Yeah, and this one here, I was looking at this one now. What is this baby right here? I like that.
This is a
Cadillac
hybrid e-bike. It's the electric, has the center mount motor, and will probably get up to right at 30 miles an hour.
Wow.
So it's something that a lot of people, I had trouble wrapping my mind around, because motors and bicycles don't go together in my book. But I'll have to back up on that, because they are very popular, and one of the hottest health issue or whatever, then the e-bike's the thing to have.
Thing to have,
Yes.
yeah. I'd say it would be really nice, cause.
It is.
And, cause one of our seniors one time, we did a bike ride, and he had one, it wasn't like this one though, but
Yeah.
it did have the power pack on it, and he was just getting it down there, we was on the green
Yeah.
belt, and he's just smoking everybody, and we're all out of breath and stuff, and he just comes through.
Tongue hanging out.
So, yeah, these are pretty cool.
They are.
I don't know, have you ever seen these kids that are actually putting motors on bicycles? What do you think, have you seen any of those?
I have seen those,
Cycles?
I've seen the gasoline motors that, some of these guys buy the kits, and I just don't like them. To me, they're dangerous.
Yeah, I was wondering about that,
Yeah.
because, you know, somebody's doing something like that, and they don't have a lot of experience, and they're just
Right.
putting something together.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could possibly, hurt yourself real
Run
easy.
into trouble, yes, sir.
Now, okay, like myself, I've got a couple bicycles which I really need to break out. Me and the wife, we need to break them out and ride them more. What are some of the things like, okay, just any person that has bicycles, what are some of the basic maintenance things they need to do in order to keep their bicycle up, you know, maintenance wise?
Okay, Kevin, the best thing, is to keep your bikes out of the weather, if possible. You gotta store them somewhere. Rain is one of the worst things in the world for them.
Right.
They will rust. I don't care if you spend $2,000, there's certain things that will rust on. Just, go through or either take it to a bike shop. They will oil all the cables, all your nuts and bolts, especially the crank and the headset. They all need to be checked periodically. So if you ride, let's say 1,500 miles a year, okay? Which a lot of people do, and a lot of people do more than that.
Yes.
But 1,500 or less, I would recommend probably every couple of years to take it to the bike shop and
Get the
check it in.
lubes.
There's certain lubes you can use. White Lightning is one of them.
Mhm.
It's a wax base. You can actually run it down through your cable housings, and it will really make a difference. And there's all kinds of lubes that, I'm not gonna mention all
Yeah.
of them, but there's certain things for certain parts, so.
Yeah, like your
You
spokes
check with
and
the bike
things like
shop,
that, yes.
certainly.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And, one other thing, like, as far as a safety issue and things on your bicycle that you need, and helmet wise, how would, I mean, cause you know, you can go to Walmart and get a helmet. Let's say that I'm a mountain bike rider. Is there, you know, do you recommend what helmet would be best for somebody riding, you know, mountain bikes or street? Is there a difference, or what's your opinion?
Well, that's a good question, Kevin. There are differences in helmets, yes. Seem like the mountain bike helmets have more protection here on the back of your head,
Right,
which
right.
is very important, because that's critical
Mhm.
parts of your head. And they run anywhere from, let's say, $44 to whatever.
Right.
You can spend $400 on a helmet. The more you spend, the little lighter helmet you get, and two, the little better vent holes and things like that. Just make sure that it passes all the safety tests.
Right.
And, that's critical.
That's the most critical.
But if you go to a bike shop, you're not gonna get a bad helmet.
Right.
Okay?
But that's some good information though, because
Yeah.
the first place the person's gonna go is Walmart.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna go to Walmart, you're gonna get the $10, the $15 when you know, when you get your kids riding, you need to think about that also, because they fall more.
That's exactly right. And the thing about usually the Walmart helmets, if you'll notice out riding,
Right.
if your helmet's up here above, you need it just above your eyebrows.
Oh, that's something.
And if
good.
it rides back on your head,
Mhm.
you might well left it at the house. So our helmets fit better. You can pull, there's certain straps that will keep it down and
Right.
protect you. So
Okay.
it's not usually the first hit, but it's the next one
Right.
that you run into problems. So our helmets stay on. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's great. And, Well, Larry, I tell you what, I believe we touched on anything, if there's anything else type of information you wanna give out, you know,
We do
your
have
phone
a,
number and stuff like that, you know?
we do have a Saturday morning, ride, there's a leisure ride, we have usually 3 different groups. There's a leisure ride, which, sometimes I do, we meander around through town. Part of it is on the Greenbelt, and then we do usually 15 to 20 miles. The next group will do probably 30,
Right.
and then some of them will do 50 and 80 and a century ride, so.
Okay,
That's the ones that really get out there
Yeah.
and are acclimated to riding.
so if someone wanted to get in this group, what, do they just contact you, or are they just,
You can contact us, our phone number is 423-247-2751. And it's every Saturday morning, weather permitting,
Right.
at 9 a.m. here at the shop.
oh, well, that is great to know, because I was just wondering about that. I didn't know you was a rider too. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I was saying, oh, yeah.
Well, most of it has been, but I still ride well. I love it, I do. I love riding.
Well, you've always been good, to us at the senior center. I mean, you used to repair our bicycles
Yeah,
for us,
yeah.
the air and things. I've been knowing you for a lot of years,
Yeah.
and I've been knowing this shop in here a lot of years. Used to come in here as a kid. And,
Yeah.
I mean, it's great to get out in the city and talk to you and our local businesses and stuff. And Larry,
Yeah, it's,
you know, I hope your business continues to flourish, you know, and we appreciate you.
hey,
at Kingsport, too.
it's been a good journey, and, we'll continue to do so with the Lord's help,
Right,
and, He'll take care of us.
that's true.
And, I appreciate it, Kevin, appreciate the opportunity.
You welcome.
Love my
Anytime.
community.
That's right. Okay, that's it, everyone. We appreciate you, and goodbye.